Hello, Scream fans. So today we are going to be talking about some theories of who Ghostface might be in Scream 7. Look, I know I look so young and you're like, I'm gonna click out. I don't want to see a kid. I'm talking about Scream. Hear me out. I'm 15, first of all, so I'm pretty old enough. I sound old. Look, I got a beard. But anyways, we're going to be talking about Scream 7. And I think I cracked the code of who might be the killer, okay? I think I know who it might be, okay? And just stay with me here, okay? So, make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment down below of who you might think will be the killer in Scream 7. So, as you don't know, I'm a big Scream fan, and I love all the movies, and I have a mannequin that has my Ghostface costume on it. So, yeah. And I got a shirt, got the hat, everything. So, let's get started right now. But first of all, let's talk about the obvious of who's not going to be Ghostface. Sydney, Gale, and Tatum. They are there's no way, okay? Sydney, Gale, they're like the main characters of the franchise. Them being Ghostface does not make sense. Tatum, I don't see the world where Sydney has to kill her own daughter. If you're one of those people that thinks it's Sydney's daughter, then you guys are nuts. It's not Tatum. It's not Minnie or Chad, even though I don't think any of them are going to die. No, it's not Mark. It's not Mark, Sydney's husband. I don't think he's Ghostface. That would not make sense. So those are the obvious. Get them out of the way. Okay, but the character we're going to start with is Jessica. Jessica is stated to be the character we'll talk about later, which is Lucas's mom. But Jessica is also the neighbor and the best friend of Sidney Prescott. Okay, so I don't think she's gonna be the killer. I know there's Stu believers. I'm a Stu believer, but I don't think it's. There are people saying Jessica might actually turn out to be Leslie Mocker, which is Stu's sister, and I don't think so. If it is, I don't think I'll like it. Again, as long as there's something cool in the motive, I won't mind, but please execute it well, because I don't like the idea of the Ghostface being Leslie Mocker. So I don't think she's going to be the killer, and I don't see a world where she's, Jessica's going to, die, or Jessica's gonna be Ghostface, but her own son is not. That would not make sense. But and also there was a scene in the trailers where Lucas does get dragged by Ghostface. We'll talk more about that later. But if he's Lucas is all alone in that bar getting dragged, I doubt it's his own mother's gonna attack. So she's not on the list. She's gonna be a dead character, similar to Jill's mom in Scream 4 and Leslie Mocker, because we've seen a world where Ghostface killed her own mom. So yeah. Next is Marco. People are gonna think it's Marco. Look, he works at an asylum. I have my little theory. So I think Stu is alive. He's been in an insane asylum for years. He has a doctor, so Stu is basically Marco's patient. That's my theory. And, this is what I think. I think the Ghostface we'll talk about, who I think might be Ghostface, basically broke Stu free. And there's a shot in the trailer where we see a lot, it looked like there's a crime scene at the asylum. So that could say the audience, tell the audience that Stu broke out. Mainly the Ghostfaces broke him out, and now he's gonna be part of it too. Because Stu did say the words, "I've been planning this for a long time." And yes, I'm a Stu believer. I think he's alive. I know some people said it's gonna be AI because there's gonna be a FaceTime call in the movie. There's gonna be a FaceTime call in the movie. Which that's pretty cool. Where Ghostface takes off the mask and it's revealed to be Stu with his scars. People are saying it's going to be AI. I don't think it's going to be AI. I do think Roman and Dewey, since they're dead, they're definitely going to be AI for sure. But I don't think Stu is going to be AI. So that's what I think. But yeah, that's kind of Like, I think like Stu has been planning this for so long, and yeah. But Marco, anyways, he's too obvious to be a killer. I don't know why he would like I think his whole point is to help Stu. That's why he's kind of in the main group. Like he's trying to help Sydney be like, I could talk down to Stu. Like he's like he could be redeemable, even though he's not. His motive in the first Scream movie, for crying out loud, is just for the fun of it. You can't really fix that. But yeah, he's gonna end up being a dead character. Same to Chloe. Chloe is a new main character, which is Tatum's friend, and I don't think Chloe's the killer. There's so many shots in the trailer, like she just looks dead at the bar. Like you see it, like if you like zoom into the point where you see Lucas getting dragged, you just see her dead body. I know she could be passed out or something, and maybe alive and well, but I think she's dead. There's in the trailer, yeah, it's just showing that Chloe is a dead character. That's what I think. She is not Ghostface. And I do have an iPad to show the poster, just in case I forget any characters. I just want to make sure I am not. Okay, we're good. Next is Hannah. Okay, when McKenna Grace was cast to be in this movie, and I'm a big fan of her. I loved her in Ghostbusters. I liked her in a bit of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and I have not seen Regretting You, but she looked good in the role, and I'm excited to see her in the new Hunger Games movie. But anyways, Hannah, which is another Tatum's friends, and a lot of people were like, she's the killer. I thought she might be one of the killers too, but after more trailers, more marketing of this movie, I'm kind of like, I don't think she will be Ghostface. Because there is a point in the trailer where we see, basically, it's so hard to see because you can't tell whose body it is, but you see like her body just hanging from the ceiling, look from a bunch of wires, basically saying that like, yeah, that's Hannah's dead body. And I don't think that'll be a thing where you fake out your death like Roman and Quinn, but whatever. I'm honestly like, it could be anyone else. It could be any female character. But from like what we have heard, like Hannah just wearing like a dress. I've heard there being like a play in this movie. And honestly, like Ghostface killed Hannah in like a type of theater. There was a shot of Ghostface like right here where it looked like he's in like a theater studio. So that kind of leaves it. It's not Hannah. I think she is off the suspect. She's a dead character. Okay, next on my list is George. George is played by Timothy something. Remind me his last name later, but bro looks like Henry Cavill. But anyways, when the poster got released, I was like, it could be him. More trailers, more marketing came up, and I was like, I don't think it's George. So George is looking to play a drama teacher, and does fit into Hannah in the play kind of thing. So it kind of fits in well. It makes sense now. It kind of adds up. But I don't think George is going to be the killer. I think he's just there just so, like, a high count. I do find it suspicious out of any character, it's a type of teacher that wants to help the main group fight Ghostface. Like, that's kind of suspicious. That screams Ghostface. If it's a police, it makes sense. Like, someone would actually, like, be part of the group. But a teacher being part of the group? But I still don't think he's going to be Ghostface. I think he's just there for the body count. He could be playing the Mr. Hembry, the Principal Hembry role from Scream 1. Like, he's just there just for a body count. So that's what I think. He's a dead character. But next on my list, these next three characters I'm about to say are what I think is going to be next Ghostface. I just want to check my iPad again just so I'm not forgetting anyone. Okay, yep, we're good. We're good, Chad. We're good. Okay, Robbie. Robbie is going to be like a new news reporter, and like and enemies to Gale Weathers. So here's what I think. I think he's the killer. Hear me out on this one, okay? Hear me out. Gale in the trailer said the words, your daughter's the same age you were when this all started. And you think a news reporter would obviously take like another reporter's like lines and steal them, you know? Could he not? Not just that. This is what I motive think. That'll be a little bit later in the video, but I think he's gonna be the killer, and like he's gonna help Stu, because I do think Stu is also one of the killers. Next on my list, Lucas. I know there's a shot in the trailer where you see Lucas is being like dragged by Ghostface and all that at the bar, and I know he might be a bit too obvious. Like, if you don't know, he is the son of Jessica, but I think he's Ghostface too. I know he's another too obvious, but I'm trying to outsmart a movie. That's the whole point of Scream movies. When I try to guess the killers, I try to outsmart a movie, thinking I might guess right. I guess like one or two killers right, but it doesn't matter. I'm trying to outsmart a movie, okay? And I'll keep trying. But anyways, Lucas, like, I know he's dragged to the bar, so it's like, but Mindy and Chad are there. Like, I think whichever Ghostface is dragging Lucas are just playing out, faking it out in front of the main characters, like Mindy, Chad, or maybe Tatum is there, and that's what I think. Like, I think like they're like just faking it out, so Lucas can seem like he's off the list. That's what I think. And Ben too. Look, people are gonna be like, another boyfriend, and again, Ben is the boyfriend of Tatum, and we always gotta be suspicious of the boyfriend. Scream 1, the boyfriend, Billy, is the killer, Ghostface. Scream 2, they kind of tried to throw us off, thinking it was Derek, but it's not him. He's just dead. Scream 4, we all think it might be Trevor, but it's not. It's Jill. And Scream 5, Richie, which he's another boyfriend that's a killer. Look, people are gonna be so mad, like, if it's gonna be boyfriend again. I can change your minds, though. Hear me out. Look, sure, it can be the boyfriend again. You can have as many boyfriend killers as you want, as long as there is a different motive. If the motive is different, then I don't mind, okay? I don't mind. If it could be a boyfriend killer, all I care, and if the motive is different enough, then I won't mind. Because, sure, Scream 5, when Richie was the killer, it was the boyfriend again. But again, it's because it's a new motive. He's not trying to kill Sanders because she did something to him in the past. No, it's about toxic fandom. That's the whole, like, that's why I think people are just missing, like about these movies. They're misunderstanding it. So yeah, I think Ben is another one of the killers. I think there's gonna be 4 killers. I know that sounds crazy, but Scream 6 had 3 killers, so I ain't wrong, am I? Hopefully there's 4 killers, but I think Stu is gonna plan to kill Sydney, just ruin all once and for all. And I think he needed, like, he's been planning this, and I think he used Marco as like a trap, basically, to, let's just say, like, ask him on news. It's like, does Sydney have like a daughter? How old is she? And Marco's just doing his job, being like, oh well, she has a daughter. She's, I think, 16 or 17. Anyways, please don't Ghostface on me, please. Anyways, and like, that's where he's been playing the whole thing. He knows about Mindy and Chad, kind of thing, all this information, but he needs someone. I think Robbie, is, his motive is like, he's a big fan of Stu, but he also wants to get a good report out of it. He's a reporter. He's like, against Gale. You wouldn't think he wants to fan them too. Basically a similar motive to Jill, but he doesn't want to just become Gale. He just wants to, like, be famous from the Stu. Like, he wants, think about it. Like, he wants to use, like, Stu is back as a killer, Because I think Stu is just gonna plan to like go to jail. Because I don't think he'll care as long as Cindy and Tatum are dead. That's all I think. Like, it's like, as long as he kills Cindy and Tatum, I don't think he'll care what will happen to him next. So I think Robbie could use that, use Stu for his story. He wants to kill, like, he's like, Gail, Cindy, Tatum are all dead, and Stu back as a killer. And he'll get famous. And he's also a Stu fan, so that's what I think too. Ben and Lucas, I think they're just big fans of Stu, and they just want to be like him, and like they're like, I'm not a big fan of Cindy, kind of thing. I'm a big fan of you. So that's kind of what I think. Like, I think they're trying to they're going to use the original plans, the original script for Scream 3 that they couldn't do because it was about like a cult, big fans of Stu. So I think they're trying to do that here. But anyways, that's like all I think that might be the killers. I think it's Stu, Robbie, Lucas, and Ben. Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And once Scream 7 comes out, I will come out with a out of theater reaction and my spoiler review. And yeah, and stay tuned for next Friday for like my little dance vlog. But yes, take care, guys.